We get ready to get started. Yes, yes. The next person I am going to bring out is an important person, I believe, to the city of Youngstown, Ohio. I call him Dad when I need something. But to be honest with you, this time right here is something very important for my dad to keep pushing. I told him that. Tito Brown for mayor. Let's give it up.
Go ahead and do that again. Listen, I am so excited for you guys to be here. I know most speakers get up here and they tell you they're excited, but I am. I'm truly excited about what's going to transpire here today and going forward. But I do have to share with you a little story because it's a little cold outside. You know me, and I want to be unique in my campaign. I says, where could I have an event where the people would remember me no matter what? I said, downtown in the middle of the square. Then the weatherman told me it was going to be raining, snowy. I said, well, let's try something a little different. And I knew my wife and my mother would not let me be outside in the cold. So you better thank them for that as well. I want to make sure that I give honor first before I get started with anything. I want to make sure I represent those who I'm the reason that I'm here. I want to thank my mother for having me here, because if I was not here, you guys wouldn't be here. None of this would be possible. Thank you, Mother. I want to say to my wife, she is the neck, I am the head. And she lets me know, well, without the neck, you won't move and you won't go anywhere, sir. Well, I thank her for being the glue, soccer games, homework, just being there. I know you guys think I'm a prize and being married to me is like the top of the line. I have some days that are a little iffy at times. I know, I admit they can be iffy, right? They can be iffy, right? Okay. I want to thank my children for being here because they are public servant children. And by that I mean that they have to be in the public. When you see them, those are Tito Brown's kids. So they have to be above board, but I'm so proud to have my oldest child. I call him my oldest baby. Aaron is here today. And I call her my cousin daughter, Kimberly. She was the first one to teach me what teenage girls were about. She's still teaching me about teenage girls. And she has her beautiful son. I call him, his name is Dijon, I call him DJ. We like to give nicknames in my neighborhood. I don't know about your neighborhood. We give nicknames. Then we have Camille. Raise your hand, Camille. Clarissa. And just fresh off his birthday, a 7-year-old, Quentin Brown. Give him a round of applause. I don't want to keep you long because some people say they got to get home to watch Jeopardy, and then some want to go home and watch the New Edition story. So I won't be before you long. But I was reminded of the quote by Booker T. Washington when he said, man's success is not measured by the position that he holds, but by the achievements he's able to achieve while in that position. I'm thinking today we need some achievements. For me, it's not about a position. It's about what the norm is. I like to go with my conscience and my heart. And I think if it's about being the norm or my conscience and my conscience and my heart will win all the time. And that's why I'm standing here before you today. For every young man, there's a definitive moment that leads him to the path of purpose, something larger than himself. When I had my firstborn son at 17, it was justifiably nervous and overwhelming what fatherhood would be about. Yet my heart knew with certainty that I had ensured that he knew what becoming a man was. and he became my catalyst, my drive. He was what I needed at 17. And now I'm more committed with a gorgeous wife and 5 children. I'm more committed to be an example not only at home, but in the city of Youngstown. I find no coincidence that on my journey and my bid to lead Youngstown, that my work experience has prepared me well. I know how to deliver, I know how to counsel, I know how to mentor, and I know how to stand in the gap for those who have no voice. From years of being a caseworker at Mahoney County Children's Service, I know how to speak for the unjust. I know how to labor. I know how to get my hands dirty. I know how the change of Youngstown won't happen with a filler speech and empty promises. I know to serve and how to push until things happen. I am Youngstown. I've lived in the third ward all my life, and I know what it's going to take to make this city great again. It's all about the blessings that I've received when I was younger. It wasn't an overnight carriage ride. It's been a journey full of success, yet some profound lows. Despite hardship and even blows life has dealt me, I've used those to sharpen my resolve and live the standard God has me to do so. I think back on my childhood and my mother's heart and her prayers over me. She has been an anchor and the first voice to tell me I was destined to do something that I could not even dream about myself. Mediocrity was not an option. Without struggle, there's no story, no testimony, no ability to lead. Leaders may falter, they may miss the mark, but those who are prepared to stand through a storm of economic hardship, job loss, or those born to lead the mighty comeback. Everybody loves a comeback story. I watched all the Rockies. How about you? I understand. My story is the heartbreaking reality of the young men and women of Youngstown. My life example shows them clearly. You don't have to be defined by your childhood or your past. It's your choice, whether you swing for the fence and live a life abundantly. It requires discipline. It takes mindset. And you put your mind knowing that all things are possible with God. I desire to leave such a great mark on the city that my children and your children might feel safe and they may want to settle with their children in this community one day. Having served both on Youngstown Board and Youngstown City Council, I've learned to listen to the aches and concerns of the citizens of this community. I'm not above or out of touch where I'm outside looking in. I'm ready to work. My track record speaks to this. Some will say Youngstown's lost its glory. Its time has passed. It's like with any good story, it's been true in my life as well. Never count out who you believe is the underdog. We are champions, we're leaders, and for our charge to lead, it's not just about a popularity contest. It's about affecting lives, making the city the best it can be. We can no longer afford to be the poster child of corruption and local government around the state and national political world. Chuck, far too long we have been plagued with a community of corruption, nepotism, and cronyism for those who put their best friends' interests before the interests of the people. I will vote for the people every time. Mark, we must not turn back the clock of progress that we have been able to start with the eradication of corrupt judges, prosecutors, and state legislators. We must be a community that continues to expect the highest standard from our elected officials and demand those in those positions be held accountable. I will be accountable. The bar of honesty and integrity must be the norm, not the exception for our elected positions. Youngstown needs leadership that has a high level of transparency, that won't cave to compromise, to money and power. We need a fresh start, Gary.
That's right.
We need a leadership who is governed by people. We need leadership who's willing to be about positive change. Ladies and gentlemen, we need honest government. Congressman John Lewis recently said in a Martin Luther King speech, he said, if you see a wrong, you have a moral obligation not to be silent. That's why I declare right here, right now, that I'm running for mayor of the city of Youngstown because Youngstown deserves better. That wasn't even my fire. That was my warm-up. Listen, we must be a model city that's rooted in jobs. We need diversity and equality for all of our residents. We need safer and brighter neighborhoods, no matter where we live. And we must reinvest in our community, with our youth, with our families. We need to have a workforce that's ready to go to work. But we also need to make sure we can retain our local talent. We're losing our talent to everyone else. We need to retain our local talent with our kids staying there and working. So today I ask you to join me in restoring honesty, trust, and integrity back in City Hall. Getting involved. Making phone calls, knocking on doors, making donations, and most of all, tell everyone you know to vote Jamel Tito Brown for mayor of Youngstown. Lastly, let no one tell you your vote does not count. Every vote counts. Every vote matters. I know that from firsthand experience. 142 votes, I'll be standing here today, the other way, asking you for re-election. So your vote does count. But remember this, we must not only vote in presidential elections, governor's race, but we got to vote countywide, citywide, and especially the mayor's race. We got to go vote, ladies and gentlemen. President Barack Obama said best in his farewell speech, one of the greatest presidents in my lifetime, that I've seen in my lifetime. He says, if you're disappointed with your elected officials, get a petition, get out, and get involved. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're dissatisfied with your elected officials, get a petition, get out, and get involved. We must make the change for the leadership we want. Go vote, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless Youngstown.